Welcome to the Hook. This week's MLR news and notes from week 3 of the Major League Rugby season. Guess what? I had to eat a lot of crow this week. Thought, NOLA was going to just continue chugging the way they were chugging and beat Austin, away. So, first game, Austin beats NOLA Gold 30-17. It really wasn't that close of a game. You got to credit to John Sullivan for his excellent work rate in defense and on offense. Those 2 tries were huge for them. And, they just didn't have it. I don't know what it is. The way their roster was set up, I thought they were going to have lift in the second half in the front row for when they scrummed against Austin. But you see that the connection of the Austin team and the offense they're trying to run under Coach Yarde is starting to gel. They're starting to, get that chemistry together. And then you have these just terrific finds in, Ben Mitchell, who is the vice captain. You've got Ned Hodson playing fullback at such a high level. And then, of course, Hanco, the Hammer Germishuys, who I think he knocked Sebastian Kalm into next week on that broken tackle. Whoa, that was intense. I think Austin's going to be set up very well going into the rest of the season, as only Hanco was called up to the Eagles. Kind of annoyed Mason Pedersen wasn't available, but it is what it is. Then let's get into San Diego versus Houston. Wow. This was the most exciting match of the weekend. San Diego ends up winning, in extra time, 35-32. I think there were about 10 lead changes. Really good stuff from San Diego that they were able to, fix their scrummaging issues. Wow, that was really important. Dolph Botha coming back from injury. I think the match he played in the preseason wasn't really reminiscent of the kind of player he is, but this game was. They had parity up front of the scrum with Houston, which I was very surprised at. Sione Tuihalamaka at loosehead really continues to grow for them. He was playing number 8 and I think 6 in club rugby, and he's been converting over to loosehead prop, and he played a lot. He did very well against Adam Macklin of the Houston SaberCats, who was an Irish professional before coming over to the States. And Pat Blair, just a machine. But really, that guy's putting his hand back up. He's saying he wants to be a hooker for the national team. He's putting in the effort right now. He's going to be ready. That's going to be, I want to see him play again with the Eagles. That was tremendous effort. Then, I think when CLC Mahoney came over, signed, him and Albert Harmon, that really set up the engine room for San Diego to make it so much better. But they did have scrummaging issues in the second half when Nathan Sylvia and Tony Purpura came on board in replacement. I think the Houston SaberCats were able to earn 4 or 5 scrum penalties. I'm not sure, but it was over 3. And you got to go credit where credit is due. They were able to figure it out. One of the problems was in the second half is that the final lineout of San Diego, the final 2 lineouts of San Diego, Houston didn't contest. What? So that's really what led to the points scored. In the first half, man, all Anthony Salaber. Wow, that dude's support running, in the open field is just there, from taking the ball from J.D. Duplessis or from Ryan Matias. He is where he needs to be every time. And then his work rate on offense and defense is, very solid throughout the game. But really his support running just puts him in position to score pretty much from anywhere on the pitch. Houston, Sam Windsor is the bright spot here. I had 24 of their 32 points. Really tough to watch them play. Osea Kalinisau, also another bright spot. In the first half, they weren't playing with that connection. Really want to see them improve. this week, so we'll see how things go. And then the final game, how are they going to improve this week, right? Think about it. Final game of the weekend was another thriller with Utah losing to Glendale at home, 29-36. Wow. Glendale had to come from behind to get this win. It was really interesting to see. I wasn't sure what was going on. I think you're starting to see the cracks in the Glendale system. I think you're starting to see the depth issues. Currently, they only practice 2 days a week. To get the rest of their guys up to speed, they really need to start practicing. Add another session in. Add 2 sessions in. Guys, you signed up. It's time to just move forward. And, if you're going to practice 2 sessions a week, you need to be crushing teams. Just demolishing them, But they're not doing that. Utah, though, they fixed some of their scrummaging issues. Another guy that's grown a lot is Alex Tucci. He's been just getting after it in the scrum. Wow, that's tremendous, right? Just really good to see how he was playing up against Kalepi Fafita of the Glendale Raptors. Will McGee continues to just crush the ball. Harley Davidson for Utah. Wow. When it comes to creation of offense, Fetu Vainicolo, he can just gash a defensive board. What he needs to not do is try to pass the ball, because he just gives it to Glendale all the time. But you've seen a lot of growth this weekend. You saw some things from teams that you didn't want to see. You wanted those teams to grow as well. So, great week of rugby. It's going to be another great week of rugby, so get after it. ESPN Plus, CBS Sports Network. I'm Aaron Castro for The Hook. You can get me at the Strobro on Twitter. Like, subscribe, comment, get in the conversation.